All right, let's jump right in. We've all been there, right? You get that lightning bolt of a startup idea, but then the fear kicks in. The fear of wasting months or even years and a ton of money building something nobody wants. Well, what if I told you there's a way to know if your idea has legs in just 24 hours? We're going to break down exactly how to do that using some pretty amazing no-code tools and a little help from AI.
So why is all this testing so critical? Well, let me just throw this number at you. 90%. That's how many apps in the App Store are what you'd call zombie apps. You know, they're just there. People might download them once, but they never, ever open them again. It is a massive, massive digital graveyard out there.
And this, right here, this is the heartbreaking reality for so many entrepreneurs. They pour their entire lives, their savings, everything, into building these beautiful, polished products that, in the end, nobody actually needs, or at least nobody's willing to pay for them. Our whole goal today is to make sure that doesn't happen to you.
So how do we dodge that bullet? We use a powerful little secret from the Silicon Valley playbook. It's called a smoke test, and it's not about tech or code. It's about one simple, crucial question. Does anyone actually care about this? And you find that out before you even think about building the real thing.
Okay, so what in the world is a smoke test? It's honestly brilliantly simple. You build a web page that looks and feels like your product is 100% ready to go. It describes the product, shows off the benefits, but here's the trick. None of it actually exists yet. The goal isn't to trick people. The goal is to see if they'll click that Buy Now button. That click, that's the purest signal of interest you can possibly get.
Let's walk through what the user actually sees. It's a really simple 4-step flow. First, they land on your page and see your amazing offer. Second, they're intrigued, so they click your big call to action button. But instead of a credit card form, they hit a page that says something like, "Hey, we're not quite ready yet, but we're launching soon." And fourth, if they're still interested after all that, they'll pop in their email to get notified. That email list, that's not just a list, that's your first set of validated customers. It's gold.
This right here is the mantra. Sell it before you actually build it. You gotta burn this into your brain. It's not about being shady. It's about being smart. It's about getting cold, hard proof that real people are willing to exchange their hard-earned money for your solution long before you've spent a dime actually creating it.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get our hands dirty. How do you actually build one of these things? We're going to break it down into 3 super simple phases to get your test page ready to go. This is where your idea starts feeling real.
Phase 1 is all about getting your story straight. Before you open a single app, you need to be crystal clear on these 5 things. What's the ultimate transformation you're offering? Then, can you boil that down into a single, punchy one-liner? From there, list out the core benefits. What's in it for them? And the features that make those benefits happen. And finally, what's the one action you want them to take?
Now, this is maybe the most important part of your messaging. Understanding benefits versus features. Features are the what, the specs, the buttons, the dashboard. Benefits are the why, the reason anyone cares. Nobody buys a drill because they want a drill. They buy a drill because they want a hole in the wall. You're not selling the drill, you're selling the hole. Always, always lead with the benefit.
Phase 2. This is the fun part, assembling your toolkit. And here's the best part. You don't need to be a designer or a marketing guru anymore. You can whip up a professional-looking logo in minutes with an AI tool like Looka. You can find a perfect color palette with coolers, you can get incredible website copy from AI writers like ChatGPT, and you can generate custom illustrations with Microsoft Designer. This stuff is a total game changer.
And finally, phase 3. Let's actually build the page. If you're new to this, tools like Card or Softer are fantastic. You can seriously have a page up in under an hour. If you want a bit more power, you can check out Framer or Webflow. And please, keep the structure simple. You just need a hero section at the top with your one-liner, a section for the benefits, one for the features, and a big, obvious call to action button at the end. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it.
So our page is built. It looks great. Now it's time for the moment of truth. We're going to launch this thing. This is where we take a small amount of cash, like $100, in just one day and turn it into priceless data that tells us whether to keep going or pivot. But wait, before you launch, before you spend a single penny, you have to do this.
I'm serious, do not skip this step. Install an analytics tool like Hotjar. This lets you see exactly what people do on your page. You get these heat maps that show where they click. You can see how far they scroll. You can even watch recordings of their sessions. It's like having a one-way mirror looking over their shoulder. It's unbelievably insightful.
The plan itself is all about being lean and mean. We're not trying to boil the ocean here. We're setting a tiny ad budget, $100 is plenty, and we're running it for just 24 hours. The goal isn't to get famous overnight. It's to get a quick, targeted burst of traffic from somewhere like Facebook or Instagram to see if we get a signal. Fast, cheap, and effective.
So what's a good signal? What are we looking for? This is the magic number right here, 2 to 5%. If you can get 2 to 5 people out of every 100 visitors to give you their email address, that is an incredibly strong, positive signal. That's the market telling you, hey, you're onto something here. Keep going.
Now, the smoke test is my absolute favorite for testing if people will buy, but it's not the only tool in our validation toolkit. Let's really quickly look at a few other ways you can build confidence in your idea.
Here are 3 other great methods. The lowest effort one is forum searching. Just go to places like Reddit or private Facebook groups where your target customers hang out. If you find them already complaining about the exact problem you solve, that is raw, unfiltered proof of demand. A medium effort one is card sorting, where you actually get potential users to help you prioritize your features. And a high effort, high reward one is the video explainer, like that famous one Dropbox did, which can build insane amounts of buzz before you even launch.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. For most of us, the biggest thing holding us back isn't our skills or our network or even money. It's the fear of being wrong. But that fear disappears when you have data. So ask yourself, what if that big idea you've been dreaming about is just one simple 24-hour test away from becoming a reality?